Good evening everyone. For Telesur, I'm Sarah Begum in Caracas, Venezuela. Starting in China, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro said he had secured a total of more than $20 billion in investment from China for economic, social and oil-related projects. Maduro also said Venezuela was strengthening ties with Chinese banks to secure financing for further development of the nation. The Chinese-Venezuelan fund is set to be approved in the first half of the year. He said China would also increase its stakes and investments in Venezuela's oil sector.
First, continue deepening the Energy Association, which is the basis of our cooperation, and the alliance with Chinese oil companies, which are going to expand their equity participation and investment in the Venezuelan oil business.
Moving to Mexico, authorities have found mass graves with 10 bodies and 11 heads in the Mexican state of Guerrero, a time when the search for 42 missing students continues. The remains were found on a hillside on the outskirts of the town of Chilapa in 6 fresh graves. Many mass graves have been found across Mexico in recent years and months. The legacy of drug gang violence that has killed around 100,000 people since 2007.
We have to double efforts. We have to continue appealing to the will of the people, to Mexican society, in order to help the search. We cannot trust the search carried out by the federal police and the gendarmerie, which is a simulated search going on from one point to another, but just on highways.
And in Colombia, the second biggest leftist group, the ELN, has said they are willing to announce a ceasefire. We go to Natalia Margarita in Bogota for more.
National Liberation Army, known as ELN, which is the second biggest leftist group here in Colombia, has released a statement today, announcing that they would be willing to declare a ceasefire if peace talks starts with the government. It is important to contextualize a little bit this announcement by saying that since the beginning of 2012, this rebel group has been engaged in secret exploratory talks with the government. So today's announcement was received in a very positive way by a number of different social organizations, which consider the announcement as a very positive step towards the beginning of an official peace negotiation with this rebel group. This is the latest information from Bogota, Colombia. Natalia Margarita, Telesur.
Thanks to Natalia. And we turn now to Honduras, where experts believe that the flow of the tens of thousands of miners looking to cross into the United States is unlikely to decrease. Our correspondent Gerardo Torres has more.
More than 60,000 Central American miners illegally entered the United States in 2014. And even though the presidents of Honduras, Guatemala and El Salvador assured that they would create a regional strategy to decrease this number, few changes have been seen. Much of this is due to the poor social conditions of the countries, such as poverty and lack of job opportunities.
They are searching for work opportunities. This search is undertaken by youth who don't have the chance to develop their skills here in their countries or find any possibility of work. As a result, they have to look for work outside their country. The main cause for migration in Honduras continues to be poverty. Around 70% of homes in the nation are living in poverty.
Cerca del 70% de los hogares del país están en situación o en condición de pobreza.
For Guadalupe Ruelas of Casa Alianza, an international foundation that works helping children living on the streets. Central American children are at risk not only by the extremely high violent crime rates, but also by government policies which militarize the police force, and as a result has seen a rise in the number of children being killed by state forces.
Since the job of security was put in the hands of the military after the coup d'etat, the number of children under 23 years old who have been criminally executed has doubled up. It has gone from 43 boys and girls each month to 83. Violence against children has increased since the beginning of the militarization process, and that violence has effects which, in addition to the profound poverty and the lack of opportunities, is causing migration.
Even after the international press showed a spotlight on the thousands of children being detained in migratory centers in the United States, and the visit of Central American presidents to the White House, little has been done to attempt to rectify the situation. and it looks like it is a problem that could worsen this year with little changes in the social situations which forces migration. Gerardo Torres, Telesur, Central America.
Thanks to Gerardo. And in the world news, tens of thousands of people joined rallies in Paris and other French cities to pay tribute to the victims of a massacre by gunmen at the satirical weekly Charlie Hebdo. Demonstrators wore black stickers marked Je suis Charlie, I am Charlie, a slogan aimed at showing solidarity with the victims of the deadliest attack in France in decades. Others waved banners with slogans such as Charte mort libre, Charte died free, a reference to the newspaper's slain editor-in-chief, Stéphane Charbonnier, who was one of the 4 cartoonists killed. The Eurozone slipped into deflationary territory in December for the first time since the height of the financial crisis in 2009, challenging the European Central Bank to take action to avert a new economic crisis in Europe. The news could force the European Central Bank to do more to prop up the euro, but heads of the organization claimed that they could stop a deflationary spiral.
Headline number today, the flash estimate. Low inflation to continue for the short term, but we expect it to pick up again once the economy gradually strengthens and wages rise.
UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon has confirmed that Palestinians will officially become a member of the International Criminal Court on the 1st of April. On Friday, the Palestinians delivered documents to UN headquarters on joining the Rome Statute of the ICC and other international treaties. It is a move that has heightened tensions with Israel and could lead to cuts in US aid.
As many of you have been asking us over the last couple of days about the documents transmitted by the Permanent Observer Mission of Palestine to the United Nations relating to the accession of Palestine to 16 multilateral treaties in respect which the Secretary General is the depository, including the Rome Statutes of the International Criminal Court. I can say that in conformity with the relevant international rules in his practice as a depository, the Secretary General has ascertained that the instruments received were in due and proper form before accepting them for deposit, and he has informed all states concerned accordingly through the circulation of depository notification.
Indonesia said it had found the tail of AirAsia Flight 8501, potentially marking a major step towards locating the plane's black boxes and helping shed light on what caused it to crash into the sea 10 days ago. Search and Rescue Agency Chief Bambang Solestisto said he was sure of the discovery after seeing photographs of the underwater wreckage on which the company logo could be seen. Hong Kong announces new proposal for how the city should choose its next leader, but makes clear that candidates will still be screened. More than 20 lawmakers carrying yellow umbrellas, the symbol of the pro-democracy movement, walked out of the legislative chamber as the consultation document was about to be presented by Government No. 2 Carrie Lam. They shouted, "I want universal suffrage," as they left the chamber, forcing a brief adjournment. That's all for today. More on these and other stories on our website, telesortv.net/English. For Telesor English, I'm Sarah Begum. Good night, everyone.